Vimla lived in a small village. She was known throughout the village for her cunning nature and greed. Vimla's husband, Raghu, was very hardworking and spent his days and nights working in the fields. They had a small cow that gave 4 to 5 liters of milk every day. From that milk, Vimla made ghee and took it to the market to sell. Vimla had an obsession with collecting money. She always thought, if I cheat a little and mix something in the ghee, I will make more profit. With this thought in mind, she started adding a little water to the ghee every day before selling it. Whenever anyone from the village bought her ghee, she would always say, "This is pure ghee. It's from my cow's milk. You can buy it with your eyes closed." Gradually, Vimla's ghee became famous throughout the village. People trusted her honesty and would line up to buy ghee from her. But trapped in her web of greed, Vimla's dishonesty kept growing. The villagers had complete faith in Vimla. They would say, "Vimla's ghee is the best. It's as if her cow gives nectar." But no one knew that Vimla was taking undue advantage of their trust. The old village priest always said, "Child, never be dishonest with anyone. God sees everything." But Vimla never took the priest's word seriously. She would think, if I cheat a little, what's wrong with that? Everyone does it. However, some villagers had begun to doubt the purity of Vimla's ghee. Among them was Ramu, the wisest and most honest man in the village. Many times he asked Vimla, "Vimla, is your ghee really pure? Something feels wrong to me." Vimla laughed and replied, "Oh Ramu, you too. I've never lied. My ghee is completely pure." Ramu still suspected her words, but he had no proof. One day, Ramu thought, "Why don't I test Vimla's ghee?" He ordered a machine from the city that could check the purity of ghee. Quietly, he went near Vimla's house and one night sat hidden outside her shop. When everyone was asleep, Ramu took a few samples of Vimla's ghee and tested them. After the test, he discovered that the ghee had been mixed with water and some other substances. Ramu couldn't believe it. He thought, how can Vimla be so dishonest? She helps everyone and appears so respectable. But now Ramu had proof and he wanted to reveal Vimla's truth before everyone. The next day, Ramu gathered the villagers and tested the ghee in front of them. When the results came out, everyone was shocked. They realized that Vimla had been adulterating the ghee. Sweat appeared on Vimla's face and she thought, what will I do now? Everyone knows the truth. The villagers were very angry with Vimla. One said, "Vimla, you took advantage of our trust. You've been deceiving us for so many years." Another person added, "You have done a great injustice to us. You should be punished for this." Vimla realized her mistake. She lowered her head before the villagers and said, "What I did was very wrong. I was blinded by greed. Please forgive me. I will never do this again." But the villagers' anger would not subside. They decided to stop Vimla from selling ghee and shut down her shop. Tears filled Vimla's eyes. She thought, "My greed has brought me here. Now I have nothing left." Vimla had now fully realized her mistake. Every day she prayed to God, "Oh Lord, forgive me for my mistake. I have committed a great sin. I want to mend my ways now." Vimla decided that from now on she would follow the path of truth and donate all her wealth to the poor. She even sold her cow and used the money to enroll poor children from the village in school. In front of everyone, she admitted her mistake and said, "I have done a great wrong to all of you. Now I want to dedicate the rest of my life to serving you." Some villagers listened to Vimla and forgave her, but others were still angry with her. They said, "Vimla, your mistake was so great that it is not easy to forgive." After Vimla's repentance, a significant change came over the village. People became more cautious and no longer accepted anything blindly. The village elders decided that from now on, everything would be tested and dishonesty would not be tolerated. An atmosphere of honesty and truth prevailed in the village. People learned from Vimla's mistake and tried to become better human beings. But Vimla still could not forgive herself. She thought, "For what I have done, I may never be able to forgive myself." Vimla decided to start her life anew. She opened a small shop where she sold milk, yogurt, and ghee. But this time, she did not practice any dishonesty. She thought, whatever wrong I have done, I will now make amends through truth and honesty. Gradually, people began to trust Vimla again. They saw that she was genuinely trying to change. The villagers once again started buying goods from her shop. Vimla had given all her wealth to the poor and now lived a simple, humble life herself. Vimla spent the rest of her life serving the village. She had now become a symbol of truth and honesty. The villagers praised her and said, Vimla accepted her mistake, corrected herself, and has now become an inspiration for us. Vimla learned a great deal from her mistake, and even the end of her life carried a lesson. When she was near death, she told the villagers, I have learned so much from my mistake. You all should also follow the path of truth and honesty. Nothing good ever comes from greed. Vimla's life ended in peace and truth. The villagers bid her farewell with love and respect. Her story is now taught to the children of the village so that they never fall into greed and always stand by truth.
If you like the story, then subscribe, share, and press the bell icon of the channel for more interesting stories.